Hey guys. That looks alright, doesn't it? Should I turn it like that a bit? It's live.
What are you doing? Sending it?
Yeah, but it keeps. I'm not gonna bother because it does turn around, doesn't it? I won't bother. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that. That's what we done last week, and then it switched. Okay, wait. What do I press this one? Evening. I press this one, and then that. I don't think Good evening, guys. Good evening. We're just connecting to the live stream on the radio. Hiya, Jody Jojo's. Happy Sunday. Guys, does it look really, really bright on Instagram Live? Hi to everyone on MulaCakeRadio.com. This is Danielle, Secret Diary of a Mumpreneur. We are live on the Mula Cake Radio Instagram page. In case you want to tune in and watch on the page, we're live on that page. And apart from that, thank you for tuning in on MulaCakeRadio.com. This is actually week 3. This is week 3. So thank you to everyone who tuned in last week. I had Miss TSA on the show having a discussion last week. Look like I'm glowing on the Instagram page. I'm glowing, guys. I'm glowing. That's cool.
Sure?
Yeah. As always, shout out to Mula Cake Radio, Mula Cake, Dexter Sims for this opportunity and this platform for Secret Diary of a Mumpreneur. I've been getting amazing feedback each week. And thank you to TSA Studios, my little hub that I use for all my vlogs and the radio show as well. And actually in the past week, I've had a lot of other mumpreneurs reach out to me to ask to be guests on this show. So watch this space. As I said before, I will, over the course, I'll invite down different mumpreneurs. So I have got a little waiting list going on now, which is amazing. So grateful for that. I know some people are tuning in on the Mula Cake live page. If not, we will save this video. So if you're listening in on the radio and you also want to see some footage on the Mula Cake Radio page, we are going to save and post this. We had a little bit of technical difficulty last week, but we did manage to get a clip up, and it's also the full video of last week with my discussion with Miss TSA, and also my birth story that I shared is up on my YouTube channel, which is just Secret Diary of a Mumpreneur on YouTube. So that is all up anyway. I may bring baby in as well. He's chilling at the moment with Miss TSA in the background. I've got the whole tribe with me today, guys, as well. The whole tribe. So I've got my 2 daughters with me. They're quietly playing on their tablets. And I've got baby Jakaya as well. So for those of you who don't know what I do or who I am, this is your very first week tuning in. I am Danielle Blenman. And I'm a mumpreneur. I'm a mum of 3. So I've got 2 daughters, Maya and Amelia, aged 6 and 8. And I have a newborn, 3.5 months, called Jakaya. So that is why I call myself a mumpreneur. And I have been running a dance company called Love to Dance since the age of 19. I started running my dance company. And I also run an empowerment project for young girls and young boys called Us Girls and Us Boys, where I host a number of events and workshops around self-love, empowerment, body image, bullying. We've covered domestic violence, all different topics that our young people would face. I am a Herbalife nutrition coach as well. A lot of people got in touch with me about that last week to find out how to jump on board our next challenge, which is on the 27th of July. And that is literally just to change to a healthier lifestyle with a simple breakfast plan for 30 days to see how you feel. I've had a lot of new mums interested in that you just want to have a bit more energy, feel a bit more better, lose weight. I've had people want to gain weight with that. So it's been a busy week for me with that. And then lastly, what I do is my vlogging for Secret Diary of a Mumpreneur. So last year in 2019, I won Best Mumpreneur at the Glow Mama Awards. So that was my award for Secret Diary of a Mumpreneur. Started off as a blog, then I went to vlogging at TSA Studios, and now I'm doing the Mula Cake radio show from here. So yeah, so it's growing, and I've had the pleasure to interview a few other mumpreneurs. Last year I interviewed my own mum as well. She's also a mumpreneur. That's where I get it from. So that's what has been happening. So yeah, just basically this platform is to discuss my highs, my lows, my challenges as a mumpreneur. I answer questions. If you have any questions and you're tuned in on Instagram Live, then please do send in the questions, and I'm happy to answer that. Week 1 was me just sharing my whole journey about how I started each of my businesses. So how I started my dance company, how I started my empowerment project, how I started like doing events and working within the community. Week 2, I shared my birth story because I had my baby boy during lockdown, during quarantine at home. So as I said, if you want to see last week's show, just check on the YouTube channel. And this week, I'm just gonna speak from the heart, really. I'm just gonna speak to you about how my week's been. I feel like this week has been a very busy week for me, probably the busiest week since lockdown. I am quite a busy person, so from before the whole lockdown and quarantine, I was like daily doing dance classes, doing workshops, hosting events. After one event had finished, I would go on to the next event. So this week has probably been my busiest week in terms of just being productive again around my businesses and just trying to set everything back up to how I want it to be when the time is right. So for now, a few of you may be following my Love to Dance page, which I gave out the details last week. Love to Dance with the number 2 L2D. Every Wednesday, I'm now doing a free dance class. One of my dance teachers is on there each and every Wednesday, 6 p.m, doing fun dance routines for all the family. I've had great feedback about Isabel, and the great thing is you can do it from the comfort of your own home. So I know some of you might not want to go to actual physical dance classes or go out to the park events and to the park fitness classes because you don't want to be around other people or you feel a bit conscious about it. So you can do it from the comfort of your own home every Wednesday. So that is on the Love to Dance L2D page, Wednesdays, and that's all ages, all abilities. And yeah, for those of you on Instagram Live, I think I was talking about just getting back into things, like getting back into the habit of having kids and working around having kids, and the whole juggling act that you do. It's not really a balance. It's like you juggle your life. So once the girls start back their school in September, it's going to go back to me kind of prioritising what I need to be doing each day and planning out how those days go. A lot of people ask, how do I kind of structure my day? And I know we had the question last week of what was our daily routine. So I did go briefly into my power hours, how I start each day. So that is just an hour of empowering myself, raising my vibrations in the mornings when I can. It was a daily practice. Now it is when I can, because sometimes I'm having sleepless nights with the baby. But yeah, as and when I can, wake up in the morning, first hour before anyone's awake, I just empower my mind, my body, lift my energy. I will read. I'll start each day with gratitude and a prayer. I might do some reading, affirmations, and journaling as well. I like to write in my journal, what am I grateful for, and listen to motivational videos. So you can structure that whole hour for yourself and just kind of raise your own vibration before anyone else in the household wakes up. I always say change your mindset, change your life. So that is a great starting point every morning, to wake up, feel what you're grateful for, thank God for a new day, You don't have to wake up every morning, so be thankful for a new day, and then from there you can kind of just list what else you're grateful for. So for food, for shelter, for your family, for your health. And as you're listing, you'll find more things that to be grateful for. It's endless, limitless list. Another thing that I would say to work on for building your confidence is the affirmations. 100% affirmations. After the first week's show, I actually had a few mums and women message me saying that they feel a bit low in their self-confidence and body image, and they want to kind of raise their self-love and they want to feel better about themselves in their confidence. And I've said affirmations 100% all the time. End of each show, as I said, I'll be doing my affirmations with everyone on the radio and also on Instagram Live. But affirmations are a great starting point because you're affirming positive thoughts to yourself. You're affirming all the time. So when you're saying things like, I'm clumsy, I can't do it, I'm not clever enough, that's an affirmation in itself. So it's always good to make sure that affirmations that you're saying are positive. So I am powerful, I'm good enough, I have more than enough. And just I always say start by writing down affirmations. If you haven't tried practicing it before, write down maybe 3-4 affirmations, say it every morning. And then from there, you can say it out loud each morning. You can wake up, you can say, I'm grateful for, and then you can say, I am. So I am loved, I am powerful, I am unique, I am special, I am good enough. And then even as well, around the house, just put up little post-it notes. So start with your mirror, bathroom mirror maybe, put up a post-it note. Hi to everyone that's joining. Yeah, just put up a little post-it note or write a message on the corner of your mirror to say I'm good enough. Each morning, as each week goes by, you will start to believe that you are good enough. At first you might feel like you don't believe what you're telling yourself. If you're putting above your mirror, I am beautiful, I am powerful, and you don't feel that way, it's still a good reminder. It's still going into your subconsciousness and it's still going into your mindset. So just continue to affirm good things into your life. So yeah, just moving on to how my week's been. As I was saying a little while ago, it has been probably the busiest week in terms of like visiting family, and also my baby started teething. I feel like teething's coming out. He's there now, Miss TSA in the background, but he's like chewing on like muslin, sticking his hand down his mouth. So it has been a week of sleepless nights. My nutrition is getting me through that, thankfully. And also I've got 2 very energetic daughters. So yeah, luckily, obviously my little boy, like he's in good hands. So he's been all right. We've been trying to comfort him as much as he can. But as parents know, teething is a very difficult time for babies. So he's in the back now. I might have to take him in a sec. He's watching me on camera. But also this week, I had the pleasure to join Inspiring Vanessa. So if you're not following her page and you have got Instagram, follow Inspiring Vanessa. She is I think she's still 13. Forgive me if I'm wrong, Vanessa. She's a 13-year-old motivational speaker. She's amazing what she does. She's a YouTuber. And she has just recently got her own show on Amazon Prime. So she invited me down a couple of weeks ago to do an interview with her about being a mumpreneur. And I went last Thursday, all kids in tow. They've done some TikToks together and stuff, and I've done the interview with Vanessa, and it was really, really good. So do look out for the Vanessa show. I'll be on there sharing a few insights to my life as a mumpreneur. One of the questions that she actually asked as well was about Black Lives Matter and about how do I teach my children Black history and what do I do and how have I kind of explained the whole movement to them. And I would say that one of the things is that I've never, like, my children know that their lives matter firstly. So it's never been like, the only question I've had from them is why don't people like Black people through the whole Black Lives Matter, and why did this happen, and why did George Floyd die, and what, like, why questions, and what makes people hate. Like, for me, like, they're 6 and they're 8, so they're just thinking there can't be a possible reason for people to be hating each other so much, because all they're empowered with at home is love and positive thinking, and they just can't. It's a lot to deal with. Like it was hard to hide from the news, but I try also not to expose them to too much media. So they know of George Floyd, but however they haven't watched the footage, for example. So things like that. And I'll speak to them about our history. But we'll also, even through the home learning, I shared on the Vanessa show that even through home learning, we do things like our own little research. So one week we might do Rosa Parks, another week we might do Maya Angelou. And we looked at Black African queens. We've looked at queens that have fought for their country, so they know there are these black powerful women. And the first week actually that I done the Mula Cake radio, I remember driving to TSA Studios and I was like, oh, I'm feeling a bit nervous now. I'm going to be on radio. And my 8-year-old daughter Maya turned around and said to me, Mummy, you're a beautiful black queen, you can do this. And when obviously you get comments back like that from your children, you know that you're installing the right sort of mindset to them and they are empowered. So yeah, firstly I'd say just let your children realise that they are powerful. No matter what colour they are powerful. No one else is above them. So yeah, I think that's really important. Another thing Vanessa was saying as well, because obviously she still is at school, is that she doesn't think it's fair that Black History Month is 1 month and that school should teach more about it. And I think just it being 1 month in school just shows that we have no part in being on the school curriculum, because through Black History Month just being for the month of October, I think it is, they're basically showing the young people at school that it is just like a project, or it's just like a short-term thing that they do once a year. Oh, let's study what black people did. And as well, I remember my daughter coming home one day and saying, Mummy, we learnt about this person, but how comes we never learn about any black people in history? We only learn about the white people in history. And she's got books which show black scientists, black heroes, black inventors. So she knows that those people exist. But I mean, not all parents teach their children that at home, and they do just rely on school. So I think it's really important that we start to educate our kids at home as well. Because she actually came home and she said, how comes it's only the white people in history that we learn about? So she was very much aware that the schools aren't teaching it. So instead of waiting for October or whenever Black History Month is in America, I think it's really important we just do our own educating at home. Even speaking to grandparents, finding out their own history is really important and empowering for our young people as well. You can hear my little ones in the background now. But yeah, I just thought I'd put that out there. Another thing that came into conversation this week as well, after the Vanessa show, I was speaking to another mum who has just like started up her own business, and we was kind of like comparing mum lives and dad's lives. So I can't see you with TSA's face at the moment, but we was basically saying how when you're a working mum, or like it doesn't even have to be work. So when you're a mum, for example, so I've got like 3 kids at home. When daddy's ready to go out, daddies can just get up. Guys, like do a thumbs up if you agree with me here on the Instagram live. So when daddies are ready to go up and out, they can get ready. No stress from any of the children. Get ready, get up, get dressed, and they can go and do what they want to do. When mummy's got to go out now, it's get ready, make sure the kids are fed, washed, clothes, dressed, and it's always the mums that are last. But us mums always get blamed for holding up the whole family, leaving the house because we're the last to get ready. So, guys, if you agree with that debate, then give me a thumbs up. If you think that it's true, give me a thumbs up on the Instagram live. Because, yeah, I just think that it's so much different for dads and mums. Of course, if you're like a single dad, then it's different. But if you do have like the children's mum at home, are you one of those dads that just gets up and gets ready and does your thing? So that was like a little funny debate that I was having. I was like, it's so true. So true. Like, you don't even have to say where you're going, really. You can just get up and get ready. So that was like dad life versus mum life. That was... Okay, before I move on, because I wanted to speak a bit about like fear and blessings and how we can sometimes block our blessings or activate our blessings. But I just wanted to address a few questions, because I had one asking about if the affirmation cards that I share at the end of each show, if they're for sale. And they are £2. However, I'm still working out like a way of posting them out, because the postage fee at the moment, it wouldn't be worth just posting one affirmation card out. But of course, if you're in an area near me, send me a DM. If you're in a close area, I'm more than happy to deliver affirmation cards to you, because I'm only selling them for £2. So I don't really want to charge a lot for the postage and packaging. And then I also had another question about Miss TSA and the project that you mentioned last week. So do you want to remind everyone where to find you? Are you going to speak from there? I mean, it doesn't matter for the people on the radio, does it?
So basically, if you send your details to TSA Studios with your child's name and age, just their first name and just their age, and then I will get back to you and invite you down. And basically it's just about, I just want to find age groups between maybe 7 to maybe 17, just their view of how they felt going through that time, and did they learn anything new, or just their feelings,
so
experience,
like, their time in lockdown, quarantine, like maybe how did they get through that time. So anyone watching as well or tuned in, if you've got any young people, I mean, you went through the journey with them, so if you've got any young people and you know that they want to share how they were, and they'll get their pictures taken for free, so that would be nice for them as well. They just want to share their journey about quarantine and how it's been for them, really. I did touch on like the whole home learning stuff last week, and I said that I haven't been too hard with my girls on the home learning. Like we did begin the start of it with like, get up at 9 o'clock and do this and do that, and I was literally having school days with them. And then I read, or before I read, I stopped doing that, but I read somewhere that the school's only expecting you to have 45 minutes a day with your children. I was like, wow, we've been doing whole school days, going for break, going for lunch, and like literally like doing things. But on the days where they weren't feeling as energetic or they didn't want to, I wouldn't force them. So I would do something fun with them. We'd go outside, or we'd do cooking. We would do like creative arts, or we'd do like arts and crafts. So I just worked with them. I didn't really force it. I mean, we're not teachers. We can only do the best that we can do through that time. So I think for all the parents out there, that as long as we tried our best, that is good enough. Like, we tried our best. We're not the teachers. Hi to the people joining. And I think it was a lot harder as well for obviously people with younger kids, lots of energy. But I know I definitely tried my best with the girls. And now it's officially summertime. It's summer holidays. I was like, girls, I'm still going to be doing a little bit of work with you. They were like, no, you're not, mummy. It's half term. But we just like, I just check in on them. Like, I bought them exercise books and stuff. But like I said, my 8-year-old daughter, she's done a lot of cooking. She found that she liked baking and cooking. We done sometimes we had like a day of baking, and that was her homeschooling. So dance, fitness. But so that is the details from Miss TSA about that. I don't think I had any other questions. And then the affirmation cards, if you are in or around the Croydon area, I'm happy to meet you and give you the affirmation cards. And they are only £2. Anyone tuned in on Instagram have any questions for me, write them down, and I'm happy to read them out as well. I just wanted to speak about how sometimes because this week's been such a powerful week for me and productive week, not even in terms of going out and doing a lot of things, because I still haven't been going very much places apart from doing the interview with Inspiring Vanessa and doing this radio show every Sunday. I haven't really been going out still, but it's been productive still in the way that people have been contacting me. I've made a lot of good contacts. I've made a lot of new partnerships for moving forward with Love to Dance and Us Girls and Us Boys. I've had really, really exciting Zoom calls. And I was just thinking back like the other day, oh my gosh, this week's been just blessings on blessings on blessings. And sometimes we can feel like we're not deserving of all those blessings, but we don't realise that when we're thinking those thoughts, we're blocking any more blessings from coming. So it's really important that when you're getting calls and opportunities and people are like bringing you in on jobs, or you're just having like amazing ideas for your next level of business, it's important to stay on that frequency and on that level of like gratitude. I always say have the attitude of gratitude. It's important you stay on that level, because it's easy to think, oh my gosh, I don't deserve this, or why is this happening? Oh gosh, it's too good to be true. Something's gonna happen. You hear that saying when people are like, oh, it's too good to be true. Oh, something's bound to go wrong, or why is this happening for me? But at the same time, you're then just blocking your blessings. So try to always be really, really conscious and mindful that when good things are coming into your life, the only way that with the law of attraction and the only way you're going to just keep it coming into your life is to stay positive about it and to keep on that level of thinking. So just always be grateful and things will just keep coming in abundance. But like I said, it's been very, very, very exciting week. But I thought that was really important just to put out there that sometimes we can block our blessings. But at the same time, when you're thinking positive thoughts, you can activate even more blessings. So just try and just activate more blessings and always be grateful for things coming in. Celebrate your wins. Miss TSA was talking last week about her notebook that I gave her. And I always encourage her to write in the notebook just any wins. And I do the same, any big wins, any small wins. Like making it through this radio show today with 3 kids in the background. That is a win for me. That is a goal. And at the same time, getting like a big partnership with someone, that is a win as well. We have small wins, we have big wins. Every small win works towards the big win as well. So yeah, just really, really try and, I'd say, for this week ahead, focus and acknowledge all of the blessings coming into your life, because you want to activate your blessings at all times. You don't want to block them by thinking you're not good enough for those blessings coming into your life or for the opportunities. And just to share something funny with you, when I was given the opportunity to do this radio show, I said, yeah, I'm a yes person. I really believe in that you just say yes and then you learn like as you go along. So I will always look at the bigger picture and the opportunity. So I said yes. I spoke to Dexter about the Mula radio, like the whole concept of the secret diver Mumpreneur. But in my mind, I might have to take baby. In my mind, I literally thought it was going to be Secret Diver Mumpreneur on Instagram Live. I didn't realise that it was actually a radio show, but I still said yes. And that is a perfect example of activating your blessings. I said yes. I gave myself then a deadline, knowing that I don't have no radio station at my house. Like, I don't even know how to get onto the radio, but I mean, I said yes, and then I worked towards the deadline that I had set myself, even though obstacles came along during those 2 weeks or 1 week. Obstacles came along, and still I just kept pushing forward. I was like, do you know what? I'm going to launch on the date that I've advertised. I advertised it and everything, even before I think... We didn't even have the mic yet, did we? We didn't have the mic yet at TSA Studios or anything like that. But I said yes because I believed in myself. And they always say, have faith over fear. So, yeah. So here I am now, streaming live on the radio. I made it happen. So, I mean, I thought it was literally Instagram. It was something much more bigger than that. But had I not said yes, I wouldn't have got this opportunity to then have my own show. And now to bring in other mumpreneurs on this platform to promote what they do and to celebrate being a mum and an entrepreneur at the same time. So always say yes, always have faith over fear, always have that in mind and just push forward. I remember saying on the first week as well that I don't have that in me, like that fear of failure. So I would always, like, even from the age of 19 when I started Love to Dance, I would always just believe in anything that I set my mind to, I would just see it working. So I'm very big on visualization. So for those of you that don't practice visualization, it's very, very powerful. Even if you just take 5 minutes to kind of visualize what you want to happen. For example, when I have a summer showcase, I will always take time to like meditate and visualize the outcome that I want for that showcase. So I will picture how much people I want there. I will picture the show going really well. I will picture everything running to time, and just visualization, I find it really, really helps me to focus and really helps it to manifest at the same time. So do try it. Do try visualizing. Do try having a positive mindset. Try feeling the fear and doing it anyway with anything new that you want to start. Just believe that you can do it. I mean, I have literally started new projects during this quarantine with a brand new baby boy. So, and if we wasn't in quarantine, I would have still been running around doing my dance classes, baby in tow. It's just that I've had the blessing of being able to stay at home, and us as a family just staying at home and seeing Jakaya grow over the last 3.5 months. But I'm still working. I'm still working from my phone. I'm still connecting with people. I'm still running my positive mindset WhatsApp group. I'm still connecting with the young people from my Us Girls and Us Boys and the Love to Dance classes. And I'm slowly taking steps to coming back, but also adapting the way that I'm coming back. And I think as an entrepreneur, you need to be able to adapt to any changes. I might rehire my venue and they tell me I'm only allowed 5 people in a class now. So I need to be able to adapt to that. And that's what I mean by kind of just changing your mindset, changing your life. Don't try not to just be in one place all the time, and activate your blessings, guys. I'm just going to see. I don't know if anyone's got any questions on the... Hi to everyone joining on the Instagram live. Everyone on the radio, I hope you are good and still listening and locked in. Also, I am available for speaking events. That's another thing that I do, motivational and inspirational speaking. I am available, but I am doing that over Zoom calls. I'm not actually going out to any events or anything like that. So I am. Don't you get tired? Someone asked. Millicate Kids, don't you get tired? I am very in tune with my body when it needs rest, when it doesn't need rest. So I do listen to my body, but it did take many years for me, and it took many years of me burning both ends of the candle for me to start listening to my body. So now I do. So I'll have a sleepless night. I'll make sure that I refuel my energy. Like last night, I think I had about 4 hours sleep. But I had a little... My partner today literally was like, look, have a half hour, lie down. And then, and then refuel yourself. I have got support, which is really nice. But I do get tired, but I do have an abundance of energy half the time. So I think I fuel my children and my children fuel me with energy. But I tell you, when I feel probably my most like tired and drained is after a big event. So as I was saying, I do 3 events each year. So after the Easter Fun Day, I'll always make sure the day after that I'm not doing anything. After the Love to Dance Summer Showcase, I'll make sure the day after that I've got to myself. After the Us Girls and Boys Empowerment event, I'll make sure I've got that day. And not only to rest, but also I find that I wasn't giving myself enough time to like reflect back. And sometimes when you do something big and for the community and something that you've really put just your everything into and all your passion and all your time, Like, and me not giving myself just that one day after an event to just think back and say, look, Dan, well done. And that's something I've only been doing for 2 years, I'd say. Before that, I would just run myself into the ground. And then do you know what would happen? My body would force me to stop and force me to pause. So in answer to that question, I do get tired, but now I've started listening to my body. So I don't allow my body to tell me when to stop. I listen to my body and I cooperate with my body. And I rest when I need to rest. I refuel when I need to refuel. Even if my energy or my or someone's being really negative in my life, and I'm aware of that. I'm so self-aware that I need to kind of take myself away from that space and build myself back up. And I do that through a lot of personal development. I do a lot of reading, a lot of watching motivational videos. My main speakers, Eric Thomas, Les Brown, Geraint Jones. And yeah, I empower my minds like that. I'm into my crystals. I wear like my crystal bracelets and everything. Oh, shout out. There you go. This is a bracelet I got made by BU. So yeah, beautiful, unique. Sorry, for guys on the radio, I'm literally showing my onyx crystal bracelet. I'm very big into that and just energies and surrounding myself with the proper energies. I'm going to give you her proper page actually. She's amazing at what she does. So BU Jewelry, so it's beautifully unique jewelry, and she customized, she's a black owned business and she customized jewelry, especially like with crystals and everything like that. So yeah, I'm just really, really aware. Also an exercise that I do before events and before anything like speaking engagements, school assemblies, I have a breathing technique. So that is something that I'd like to teach you guys that are on the live and listening in on the radio. And it's such a simple breathing exercise that I do. So it's taking a deep breath in, exhaling out, and just as you're inhaling in, you're saying inhale greatness, exhale doubt. Inhale greatness, exhale doubt. And I find when I do that at speaking events, it really relaxes the audience, relaxes myself, relaxes the host of the event. And it's just such a good, it's so good to kind of just refocus. And it's something simple as that can help you with feeling fear or anxiety, just taking a moment to breathe. So breathing, visualization, affirming what you want to manifest. Do you have a main goal in life you are trying to achieve? I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave the world better than how I found it. You know, when they say, when you go somewhere and they're like, leave it better than where you find it. I want to leave people's minds better. I want to have a major impact on the lives of as many people as I can in such a positive way. I want to empower the lives of millions of people. I've only been doing inspirational speaking for the past year, and that's something that I want to pursue. I want to travel with that, going into schools, and also, so my main audience has been like school assemblies, and with the inspirational speaking, school assemblies, mums, women, empowering mums and women. But I do want to take that further. Just empowering people. My main goal in life is to make a difference and to share my story and to be a light in other people's lives, be a point of light. Like people do contact me from social media. They'll take my numbers like at events, and anytime, like they just feel free to kind of contact me, message me. If you're feeling down, I share a lot on my main Instagram page, which is Danielle L2D. I share a lot in my stories. And sometimes me just sharing the littlest thing, but because it's real and it's authentic, I will get people like, oh, you go through that as well. Like that happens to you as well. Like I don't only share my highlights of my life. I will share when my 6-year-old's having a tantrum, when my 8 and 6-year-olds are fighting, when they don't want to work, when they do want to work. I'll also share all their achievements and all their good things, because I'm a mum at the end of the day, and I'm sharing my journey as a mum. Journey as any parent is not easy. There's no handbook to it. So I share that, and sometimes with the sleepless nights, sometimes I'll post and put like, I'm into angel numbers, so I might post at 444 and be like, I'm still up with baby, and then just get a little DM from another mum saying, oh my gosh, how are you coping through the night? And it's lovely. I love interacting with people. I love inspiring people. I love empowering people. I love communicating and connecting with people. So I hope that answers your question about my main goal in life. And then my driving force, of course, is just my why, which are my children, and to give them a better life. And my why is to make an impact and to reach my end goals. I'm really into vision boards and manifesting what I want to happen out of life. So is there any other questions to come in? I did promise that I'd give a telephone number, but I only have my personal number this week, so I haven't given out a number on the radio for anyone to text in. But if you are following me on social media, usually on a Friday I put out like a ask me a question for the radio show. So usually every Friday, if you're following Danielle L2D, I'll put in my stories, send me a little question if you want me to answer it on the radio. It could be about a topic I've spoken about. It could be about anything you want to know. It's me as a working mumpreneur. Anything. It could be about the children. I did get a question. I've got a question about the children now I said that. I put it in my notes. So 1 second. So someone did message in a question. I know what it was along the lines of. I can't find it, but I know it was along the lines of say like one thing that I've done differently with Jakaya to what I've done with the girls. So obviously, like every journey with your child's different, every birth's different, every pregnancy's different, everything. And I was thinking, oh, what have I done differently? Like with Jakaya, what do I do differently? Like I know he's a boy, like is there anything I do differently? I don't think he's old enough for me to like do too much of a different routine with him. But yeah, something I do differently, I've had the time to do as well, is like just something as simple as just having a bath with the baby. I've never done that before with any of my children as babies, and he loves it. It's actually it's encouraged me to get him into baby swimming classes. So that's something that I have done differently with baby Jakaya to what I've done with the girls. But genuinely, as I say, there's no handbook to parenting. You parent to that child. Some children may be more sensitive than other children. I might be able to do an activity with Maya that Amelia would absolutely hate. For instance, dance. Maya's been on the stage dancing from the age of 2. She's been dancing with my teenage dancers from the age of like 5. But put Amelia on the stage and she will stand there and look at me like, what are you doing? I'm not about to do anything in public, but at home, she's Miss Boss of the house. So, yeah, it's all different for different children. So that's the only answer I could really think of, really, that I've done differently. It was like bath time with baby, and it's lovely. So if you are a new mum, then definitely bath time with baby is recommended. And you do get some accidents sometimes. Just as a disclaimer, to warn you, sometimes you do get accidents in the bath with baby. But it is lovely. Hello Scully's Grill on Instagram Live asking, what advice can you give to other parents wanting to start a business? I started my businesses before I became a parent. Well, I started Love to Dance before I became a parent. But I started my Us Girls and Us Boys, Herbalife and Secret Diary of a Mumpreneur as a parent. So there's not much of... I'm just trying to think of if there was any major difference, firstly. And I don't think there is. So that's basically saying to you, don't make being a parent like an obstacle to getting started on anything that you want to do. It's not an excuse. I don't want to say excuse because that's a bit harsh, but it's not an excuse I know people like to make excuses like, I'm a parent, I can't do this, I don't have enough time. No. I've got 3 kids in tow. I make time. Just do it. Just whatever it is that you want to do. I'd say the only thing that would make it slightly harder is the time blocking. I like to time block. So for instance, if you're starting a new business and you have young children, try and find a time in the day to, even if it's sometimes 1, 2 in the morning, it's something that you'll have to do. So find that time where it's just you alone and you can focus and think on how you want to start your business, what you want to do. But try and at least, I'd say 2 hours a day, like a few hours a day, and just focus on what you want to do for yourself and your business, especially if you're working another job and you're looking into starting that business. Can I ask if you already have a job and you're looking to start a new business, or you're literally just wanting to start up a new business? Because there's all different, I'm happy to talk to you as well after the show if you send me a DM, but there's all different situations. Like some people might already be working but they're hating their job and they want to start their own thing. So my advice would be, after work, don't just go home, sit down, watch EastEnders and all the soaps in the world. I never watched TV. I haven't watched TV for about 3 years before this pandemic. And then even now, I've only watched TV to keep up on the news because they keep changing the rules and I say rules because it's like a bloody quarantine game, innit, sometimes. But yeah, they keep changing the rules. So you have to kind of be aware of what's going on in the news. But even then, I don't let it feed my mind too much. But instead of going home after work, watching Netflix or soaps, focus on your business, work on your business. When you do get a moment, do it within your power hour in the morning, and take that hour to sit down and research on your business as part of your power hour. Make it a power hour and a half and do half an hour of business for you, growing that business. I hope this is answering your question, by the way. Just give me a thumbs up if it is. I feel like I'm just going on a bit. But yeah, basically, don't make being a parent an obstacle for you. It is a blessing, and it is actually a reason that you can turn into your why and your driving force for making your business work, because you are a parent. That could be a driving force to your business. And I wish you luck in starting your new business. It's always fun. I just think like new ventures so much fun. Thank you. You're welcome. And as I said, you can DM me on my private page. I'm quite good at replying to DMs and everything like that. But we are coming to a close, guys. What I'm gonna do, because I don't want the studio to go wild. The children have been so good and they've been dying to like say hi on Mummy's Sunday radio shows. But I'm gonna do my affirmations with you and then I'll invite them to say hi. So if it gets wild, I can just press end and cancel really quickly. So for those of you on the radio, you might be like, what's going on? My business pages. Right, the best thing to do is follow my personal page, which is Danielle L2D. So Danielle L2D. What I'm going to do, I think next week what we'll do, we'll pin it in the live. This is all still trial and error. But Danielle L2D. And then in my bio, I've got the links. So I've got the links to Love to Dance, Us Girls and Us Boys, Secret Dive and Mumpreneur. And then if you want information on my Herbal Life, I've got a page, Dan Fit Mum, for that. But I've just put it all in my bio. So that's my business pages. And watch this space, because next week as well, I should have like more info on my dance classes restarting back and everything. So right, I'm going to just grab the affirmation card. So for those of you on the radio, just like repeat it. If you're driving in your car, you can repeat these. Thank you. Get him looking at me. You wouldn't believe I got a 3.5-month-old here in the studio, would you? He's been so good. So yeah, those of you on Instagram Live, you can see my card here. As I said, if you're in the Croydon area, feel free to contact me. These are like £2, and on each side you've got I am a queen at the bottom of one side and I am a king at the bottom of the other side. So just repeat after me. So we're going to inhale greatness, guys. Exhale doubt. Okay, so I am powerful. I am loved. I am good enough. I am strong. I am confident. I am amazing. I am unique. I am special. I am a queen or king. So that is today's show, guys. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Maya, Amelia, Jakaya, do you want to come say hi to Instagram Live? Be careful. Oh, we're in like wires and everything. This is Maya. This is Amelia.
I'm on the radio.
You're on the radio and you're on Instagram Live. And this is Jakaya, who's literally been in the room with me, quiet as a mouse with Miss TSA. You can pop your head in as well. He gave her the biggest smile when we came in the studio. Oh, I'm getting hit in the face and everything now. Oh, look. Oh, there's another Danielle in there saying hi. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in, sending you so much love and light. And see you next week. Tune in 6 p.m. every Sunday. Bye, guys. Maya started kicking her leg in the air.